Right, so now it's time to start building some Ruby programs. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you in the terminal the output of the program that we're going to be building here. And then we're going to walk through how we actually build it in the text editor. So let's see, Ruby sort.rb, file name, enter a word, hi, my name is Buzz. And after we enter 5 different words, our program then spits back out to the terminal those words in alphabetical order, and it alternates in capitalized letters versus lowercase letters for those words. And that's what our program does. So let me show you how we're going to build that. And what we're hoping to learn from building this program is how to accept user input, how to take different pieces of user input and put them in a data structure known as an array, and then how to iterate over that array. And also we're going to learn about a couple of different cool Ruby methods that are very useful. So let's head over to the text editor. First, we're going to want to create our file, and we are going to call it sorting.rb. And now we're going to get user input. Let's enter a word. I'm going to call this word 1. And this is taking what our user enters here and stores it in this variable called word1. Actually, just so we can, for the sake of time, let's just take this, do this a few times. So we're going to want to take 5 pieces of user input. Okay, so now that we have all of our user input, let's head over to the terminal and make sure our app doesn't break when we try to run this. Let's get this out of here, and we will run ruby sorting.rb. Hi, my name is Bree. Hi, Bree. Okay, so the app does not break. That's good. So let's go back to our text editor, save our changes. By the way, so if you see here that the where the X usually is to close the program, if that's a circle, that means there are unsaved changes. So just a quick little tip there for when you're going through building your programs if you haven't noticed that before. In Sublime, I'm not sure about other text editors. So next we are going to take all of our user input and put it into the array data structure. So we're going to call this array words and set it equal to the array, and we're going to have it contain all of our words. Word 2, word word 3, word 4, and word 5. Okay. And let's just make sure that works. Let's output it to the screen. Hi, my name is Teddy. Cool. And so that works. Now, what we are going to do is sort these words. So, actually, we don't need to create a new variable. So there's a cool method in Ruby that actually sorts in alphabetical order for you your contents, and it is called sort. So if we just actually called sort like this, it would create an entirely different array for us. We don't really want that. We just want it to sort our current array, and in order to do that, we use an exclamation mark. So let's now test that out. There, run sorting .rb. Let's look around the room and see what objects we have. We have a stapler, we have a keyboard, we have a piece of paper, we have a mouse, and we have a bag. Ah, shoot. We didn't output this. Okay. So let's try to do that again. So we have a stapler, a keyboard, paper, a mouse, and a bag. So it does sort in alphabetical order: B, K, M, P, S. Great. Woohoo! Halfway there. So now we are going to actually want to iterate over this array that we have. And we are going to do that, and for each word in our array, we're going to alternate between capitalized letters and lowercase letters. So let's see how we do that. Let's take out the puts. We're going to call words. In order to iterate over this, we're going to use a method called .each with index. I'm going to explain what this is doing in a second. So we're taking our words variable and we're calling this method each with index, and we're passing into two arguments, and it takes two arguments. So the first argument, word, is actually the content of our array. So whatever word 1 is here will actually be word here. And now the index is the position in the array. So this would be index 0, this would be index 1, this would be index 2, 3, and 4. So you then get both the contents of the array and the index position with this method. And it allows you to iterate over either one depending on which one you call. So now we are going to write an if statement. And if index dot even, I think you guys probably can guess what that's doing, puts word dot upcase, else puts word dot downcase, and then we are just going to actually do puts no. But what we can do is, after this, let's put a space. So what is all of this code doing? By the way, this is just putting a space between all of our user input and the output that we're going to get later on. So words.each with index, take the index position, and if it's even, we are going to capitalize it. If it's odd, else, we are going to keep it lowercase. These are two other methods that are given to us in Ruby. So let's try running this. Terminal. And one more time, actually. I don't like a crowded terminal, so let's get rid of that. Ruby, RB. Enter a word. What else do we have around here? We have a chair, a TV, a clock, a speaker, and a DVD player. Old school. So chair, clock, DVD, speaker, TV. First word is capitalized, second word is lowercase, third word is capitalized, fourth word is lowercase, fifth word is capitalized. And they're all in alphabetical order. Now, what you guys should try to do is, since we just walked through this program together, try to make sense of it yourself, and then try to actually build it on your own without following this tutorial as much as possible. If you have to follow the tutorial, not too big of a deal, but eventually you should get to a point where you're comfortable in building this and understanding what the code does. All right, let's move on to the next exercise.